Hi, Tessa. Welcome back to the Jamila
Hey, hi, Jamila.
Show. So excited.
Yes, yes. Thank you for having me. I am honored to be here. This is my fourth time being interviewed or just coming for a girls chat, chill out. Like this is what I needed. Thank you.
Yes.
How are you
Yes.
doing?
And so I'm doing good. I
Good.
am doing good.
Looking
I
good.
really am. Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
So you are celebrating 10 years. Is
Yes.
so when was a 10-year mark for you?
10-year mark was actually February the 3rd. Um, and matter of fact, I didn't start celebrating or I didn't announce it this year until March, like around March 3rd, I think it was March 3rd or March 4th. Because prior to that, I had took off for like 8, maybe 9 months. Like I had to like decompress. I had to chill. It was kind of like right before I turned 40. It felt like I might have need to be in ICU. I don't know. It was just like an overwhelming feeling I had. So I had to just kind of decompress and chill out. So yeah, 10 years. And I've been
Yeah,
celebrating every day. Yes,
I
10 years. And
see.
Mhm. In August 21st, will make 11 years with AT Media Broadcasting Company because I co-hosted for 6 months before I got my own show. Yeah,
That is awesome.
thank you.
That is awesome. It really is. And I know that you've had some great experiences over the years. And
Yes.
last time we talked,
Hmm.
so okay, we have a lot to talk about. Okay. But
Okay. Yes.
I wanted to talk about, we'll start with Lil Kiki, okay? Because last
Okay.
time you were on here,
Yes. Yes.
you were talking about how you just love Lil Kiki. He's your favorite rapper. And so
Yes.
I was on your page and I
Yes.
saw that you were at a little Kiki concert.
Yes. Oh my gosh, for little Kiki Day. It's crazy how RIP to Big Pokey, he passed away and they like click tight. And I didn't realize that until the passing of Big Pokey and seeing all these videos. And so I wanted to go out for June 27th, but that's the day also my grandmother got awarded Lily and Allen Day and the day she passed away. So in my hometown, we kind of celebrate this year. We kind of celebrated a little different because my uncle is a little under the weather. So I was like, I'm gonna go out for a Lakiki Day 713 day, and I had got my brother who we like. I think it was 3 events. Yeah, I got him tickets for like 3 events. So him and two of my cousins, they didn't get to make the first two. So right when I got home from work, I was like, I don't know, I was hot, I was tired. You know, the heat is like here in Texas, it feels like it's 302 degrees. So I was like, I was telling my brother, he was laying across the bed. I was like, I'm not going. He was like, yeah. So I thought he wasn't going. So around 8 o'clock that night, he was like, I'm here, I'm in line. I'm like, what? So I'm still laying in bed. About 9:30, I Instagram little Kiki. And so he was like, bet, appreciate the love. See y'all tonight. When I tell you I jumped up, took a shower, the only thing I could do was put on some lashes.
Mm-hmm.
No concealer, no makeup, no lip gloss. Had on my earrings. And matter of fact, I had on a brown shoe and a white shoe. Because at home, my phone, I get real bad signal on my cell phone. Wait a minute. I get real bad signal on my cell phone. So I'm outside in the car talking to my brother, and I had took my glasses off. So when I go back inside to hurry up and get ready, I just went in the car, and the shoe is the same shoe, but I got a brown pair and a white pair. But the brown pair is real light tan with a little white. I just grabbed them and put them on, so I'm putting them on, and I'm trying to put on my lashes and took out. It wasn't until I walked in and looked down, two different shoes. But I had a blast. Yeah, Kiki is my favorite rapper. I am repping my 73 shirt. That's my favorite rapper. But yeah, I had a blast. And like when I walked in, I was like, look, I'm by the stage. I told my brother, hey, if y'all want to go to the back, because they were already back there in the back, like drinking. And I was like, look,
Yeah.
I'm up here at the stage, so if you want to come on, come on. But we had, when I say a ball, a ball. And anytime I go to a little Kiki performance concert or whatever, I'm right there in the front. He go represent, he go speak, whatever. So, but we had a ball.
Did he
I
shout you
lost my
out?
voice.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Did he shout you out?
Oh yeah, yeah. Even Go DJ High C from 97 on the box. When you see me walk in, and I'm trying to walk in. Once I discovered my shoes, I'm really not trying to see nobody. No makeup on. I got like this pimple, like big on my cheek. I didn't even notice until I looked at the videos. But he kind of like hit me on my back, and I turned around. I took a picture with him. So when I got down, he was like, "Shout out to Tessa Allen Spotlight Radio Show in the building." And I'm like, "Ah, hey y'all," and then I kind of like ducked down, but it was so much fun. And then look, Kiki, I'm steady screaming and he rapping. I was like, I hope I'm not screaming over his voice, but it was phenomenal. It was awesome. And then like right after he came down, and I should have still. That's what I keep beating myself up because it was my first time. My oldest brother got to meet him, and he sent a shirt to my brother, the Houston, the Holden shirt. So he walked down. I think he hit like his shin bone or knee or something on his iron thing. So we hugged and he met my brother and my cousins, and I didn't even get that was like the best footage of the whole night that I didn't get. Yeah, so but yeah, that's my favorite rapper. My favorite
But you,
H Town rapper. Yeah.
right. But I'm sure you'll never forget.
Mhm.
I said, I'm sure you'll never
Okay,
forget.
right. Yes. I can't wait for the next one. I think I'm gonna go to no way, absolutely not. I think I'm gonna go Labor Day weekend to another concert of his. I'm not for sure yet. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you
Yeah.
got to go. You pulled yourself
Yeah.
together and you made it happen.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay. Yes, I did.
and so okay, so you mentioned Big
Yes.
Pokey, and I was gonna talk about that because like where were you or when you heard about it or were you around? I know
Yeah.
you are usually at a lot of events. So were you
Let
there?
me. Yeah. Yeah. No. I. Matter of fact, it wasn't until probably like Mayish, I think, because
Okay.
right before COVID, I kind of like stopped going to events, and then for my birthday, not this past year, but the year before last, I had like a fan that's been my fan for years that kind of spooked me when I was there. And like the owners, shout out to the comedy lounge with the security. But I had a fan come. I mean, like you would have thought it was somebody under the bridge. You know, they was like demanding to see me, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So it kind of freaked me out, though. I went on and gave him a hug, and so I stopped going to events for maybe like 3, 4 years. So I actually just started back going out in May. So, but I was in bed and my sister texted me and she said, ESG passed away. So I'm like, what? So I go to ESG page and I'm like, no. And then once I get off his page, I see the video of Big Pokey performing and collapsing. And that right there did it for me. It was like so heartbreaking. And about three, no, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say like 2 months right before the day he passed, he texted me and said, "Hey, when am I gonna be on your live on your Instagram live?" Yeah. So and I was like soon, and I beat myself up because even with Mr. Three Two, several artists that passed away like wanted to get on my show and I didn't schedule, so I would never do that again. I'm gonna like make it happen that very next day. But I was laying in bed and it like blew me away. I just couldn't believe it. Even watching the video, it kind of did something to me. I really couldn't even like post or say anything about it for a couple of days.
I
Yeah, shout out to
know.
Bossy, his manager. Like, I don't even know how. I remember when I first started radio, I was co-hosting when I had him on the show the first time, and his manager reached out to me, and he was my second legendary SUC member to come onto my show. And from that moment on, like I could call and be like, I remember one time he was like, say T, we were at an event, he was like, say TA, because I use TA. Everybody calls me TA at home. And when I first started out, I started using TA. And he was like, "Hey TA, call me Thanksgiving Day." I was like, "Thanksgiving Day?" And so my oldest brother was right there, and we were sitting eating, and I called him up, and he answered the phone. He was just like, "Hey, I want to come to one of my events I had downtown," and he showed up. He came and supported me, but yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking, and it really wasn't until Saturday morning I was listening to his music, like one of his old albums, and it like really hit me that he's gone. Yeah,
Wow. I
that
know.
he lost.
I
It was pretty much shocking. Yeah,
yeah.
I still want to hear like or something, what was it initially, that took his life, but you know, cardiac arrest, I don't know what it was, but a lot of people were upset for people sharing that video, but for me, I feel like I hated that I seen it, but I'm glad that I did because most people are like, oh, it was this, it was this, it was that, it was this. So many people have all these stories, so I feel like it happened
Right.
the way it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, because I had read that he had
Yeah.
done like 5 shows the same day, or two other shows. It
Hmm.
may have been two,
Yeah.
2 shows earlier that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah.
I believe in working hard, but you got to listen to your body. You know, you got to
Absolutely.
take care of yourself for really. So that's unfortunate. Rest,
Hmm.
rest in.
Yes, my uncle says all the time. He's like, "You gotta take care of you." I'll be like, "Yeah." I'll be like, whatever," and I keep going. But now I shut it down. Yes, I take time out.
You got to. You got to. Yes.
Yes,
And then and
absolutely.
even with LeBron's son who had cardiac arrest recently in a rehearsal, a practice, and he is, I don't think he's even over
Yeah,
30, you
I
know?
know. Yeah, he's very young, very young. Hmm. Yeah, that's very scary. I had a some guy send me an inbox on Instagram is saying that people that's going to happen again. He's kind of like I don't want to call him an atheist, but he's kind of like that. But I don't know, atheist. I feel like you still believe in God because you're still debating about it. But he was like, oh, everybody that took a vaccine, he was like, you took the vaccine, this could happen to you too. But I'm just like, hey, I'm not just running up and down the court. So I was like, I don't know. That's his theory, but he sent me this thing, tried to spook me last night, so I ended up blocking him. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That
unfortunate.
he would even say that. But did you take the vaccine?
I did. Let's see.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, me
I've
too. Yeah,
had
that's why I was like, I don't think that's yeah, I had the booster too. Yeah, that's why I was like, by now, like we should have some effects, long as it's been. So that's why I was telling the guy, I was like, oh, you're crazy, and I blocked him.
yeah. uh, there have been some unfortunate events. So, but I mean,
Mhm.
then I was gonna say about with takeoff. I mean, Houston has really been in the news the last 2 years.
Oh, I know. Take off like it's crazy. Like it was kind of like with Nipsey Hussle. I
Yes.
like a dark dude. Like okay, like everybody is like my cousin came over last weekend and he was like, "Oh, look, Kiki, your baby daddy." No, that's my favorite rapper. I treat our relationship professional. If there is someone to put on my list to say baby daddy, number one would be Hector Neris that pitches number 50 for the Houston Astros. If I ever get in arms reach, Lord forgive me. If that man is married, I want to break up that happy home. Number two, yes.
What's his
Number
name,
two
Tessa?
would have been takeoff.
Okay.
Hector
Oh
Neris.
wow.
He's from the yeah, Hector Neris, number 50. He always pitches in the eighth inning. Dusty Baker needs to he should have pitched him in the ninth inning last night, but he doesn't. So I can have a few words with Dusty about him.
You watching
So I
hard, aren't you,
love him. And matter of fact, I'm going. Yes, I am a diehard fan. Yes, Hector is number one on the list. That's baby daddy.
Tessa? Okay. Okay.
So I am going in June of next year. The Cardinals are playing the Houston Astros. So all three of those games, I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be wild and crazy. June of next year.
Okay.
So I'm giving Hector till then. I'm giving him till then. I'm I looked on his Instagram. He does have a son. So I haven't seen it with the baby mama, wife, or whoever. I don't see no ring on him. But yeah, but and then number two would be Takeoff. Like I don't like bright guys. Like I go dark first. But Takeoff was on my hit list, and that was so heartbreaking to hear. Yes,
Your
I
heart,
love.
your hit
I think
list.
it's with Takeoff. It was his voice.
His voice.
It was with Takeoff. It was his voice. Um, yeah, his voice, his mannerism of I don't know, it was something about him. I just felt like this connection with him. And I would always here and there I would post a picture of him. But when he passed, got killed here in Houston, like that was so disturbing for me. Man, that was so
That
heartbreaking.
was
You
sad.
know, and I yes, very sad. And my uncle, it drives me crazy. Even, I hate to say that I hate to hear it, but I hate when I hate to say I hate, but I just so dislike when people say, "Oh, I had to go through enough," and you don't know how you're gonna go. True enough, but it's just heartbreaking when someone gets their life taken away from them like that. You know, when it's
It
taken away.
is so soon, so
Yeah.
young,
Hmm.
so young.
Absolutely. Yes.
And then the
Yeah.
circumstances that surrounded it, because from what I understand, he
Hmm.
wasn't even involved in the argument. But I am
Right.
glad to see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It's
I'm
crazy.
glad
I
to
was.
see
I like. Mhm.
the other two have gotten together. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. When I seen them perform, that was wonderful. When I think it was last night or night before last, I liked one of Quavo's posts, and I was like, I know for sure, probably in his mind, each and every day, he's probably thinking of that moment. So I was like, the prayers got to go to him to. I'm just quite sure because we think about it all the time, but I'm just doesn't you never know what he's thinking. I'm quite sure he thinks about it all the time. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely prayers out to them, um, the
Hmm.
Migos. But I'm glad that they're able to
Oh
pull it
yeah.
together. So
Absolutely. Yes.
and then and then I know you're a big fan of Jamie Foxx because we talked about him
Oh,
last
girl.
time.
All right. You gonna
Is
take me
is
out?
he on your hit list too?
You gonna take me out? You gonna take me out? as
Is he on?
as someone to get interviewed, and that's my Sagittarius brother. I feel like, yeah, he's on the list of the must be interview list. He's number one to get interviewed, and then he's my Sagittarius brother.
Okay.
Somebody Sagittarius, as so, but oh man, I don't even know how to begin.
I'm
When I
glad
heard
he
the
pulled through.
news and didn't get
Mm-hmm.
any information as much as I dig and proud and send an email and like people that have been in his surroundings. Shout out to this guy Keith. I inboxed him like 100 times, and he was like, "Seriously, I have no information." And thank God when Jamie Foxx put up the video that people kept the privacy private as they could. I kind of forgave the people that I inboxed and emailed and tried to get just a little bit of information. Like just let me know if he's gonna make it or not. You know.
Yeah,
So I
I
was
was
glad of that, but I was
concerned.
very sad. I was like, every day I'm like, Mama, did you watch GMA? Like, did anything come up? Hmm. Yeah. So I'm still just guessing, like, what was it? What could have happened? You
Yeah,
know,
no one
I
knows,
have
but
no clue.
I'm I'm just glad that he is doing better and he is
Yeah.
looking healthy, looking good because it could have turned out so bad.
Hmm.
And he's such a talented actor,
Yeah.
it put me in the
Hmm.
mindset of Chadwick Boseman, even though Chadwick Boseman didn't make it. But it's like you just want to put a bubble around Jamie. You know what I mean? Because it's
Hmm.
like we can't take
Yeah.
any more
Yeah. Yeah.
of
Yeah. Yes.
our
Yes.
strong
Absolutely.
actors, you know. And he's just impacted
Yeah.
so many people.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but
If I had to guess what happened, or what I felt that happened. I don't know why I keep feeling that it was something with diabetes. I really feel that. That's my guess. People saying stroke, heart attack. I don't feel that, even though that could put you in ICU with a thing in your throat. But I just feel some type of way that it could have been diabetes or something. I don't know why, but that's my call. I can't wait for the truth to come out for him to talk about what happened. But I just feel something with diabetes,
I didn't know he was
you
diabetic.
know. He's
Is
not,
he?
but he could be. But I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't think he is, but it's something telling me. I just feel that
Oh,
it could have been a diabetic coma.
and maybe he
I'm
didn't
not for
know.
sure.
Maybe he, because the onset of diabetes can happen
Yeah,
so suddenly. You can go so long, especially with like type 2.
yeah,
And I can relate to that because I had
right.
gestational diabetes, but I was fine after I had my daughter. And then like last year I went to the doctor and the doctor was like, "Oh,
Wow.
now you're pre-diabetic," and she's about to be 12 years old. So
Hmm.
you just never know, you know. And so I've been trying to get
Hmm.
on my health kick and
Yeah.
really watch, drink more water. Trying to drink. I got water, everybody. You see this?
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, but we got
Yes.
to take
Yes.
care
Drink
of
your water.
ourselves.
Yes.
And, it's
That's
just
right.
you just never know. You know, you never
Hmm.
know, especially with the busy
Absolutely. Yeah. So
lifestyle.
I am. I can't. Absolutely. I can't wait for him to just say, "Hey, what was it?" And why is it that he can't say right now? I don't know. It could be some type of cancer. I don't know, but it was something major. But I'm glad
Yeah,
he's back. I didn't watch the video until like 2 days after. I couldn't watch it, and I was kind of like watching on the news, and then finally I went to his Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they said
Yeah.
he's now working on a new project, so that's good. It was something
Hmm.
that he was in the middle of production
Oh yeah.
for, and then they weren't sure if he was going to be able to finish, but I think he was able to go back and work on it. So yeah, we need him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I always say there's a few
Absolutely.
people you got to wrap in bubble tape because um, we got to wrap Stevie Wonder.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
just not supposed to go in my mind.
Right. Right. Okay. I'm telling
You
you.
know,
Yes. Not yet.
Den- Denzel
Hmm.
Washington, he's not supposed to go.
That's right. Yeah.
We need
Yeah. I got a
them.
few on my list. If somebody hit the ground, I'm probably gonna lose it. I don't even want to say those names, but yeah, there's a couple on my list. Like I'll be saying, I'll be like, if this person goes, I'll be like, this person goes, but I know for sure, like if it's a couple of them out there. I don't want to hear of it. Like just knock me out. Don't even let me know. It's some of my favorites. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't want to say any names, but yeah, or any more names, but they in God's hands, so we know they're good. They
absolutely.
they got their flowers already. They deserve their
Yes.
flowers. You know, you
Hmm.
know what? I couldn't believe that Martin Lawrence just now got a Hollywood Walk of Fame.
You said Tupac.
No, Martin
Oh,
Lawrence.
Martin. Yes, Martin. Yes, Martin. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, that was kind of like I was like, oh, I thought he might have had one already, but it's good. I'm glad that he did. I like Martin. There's something about Martin that I like. It's just something about him. I don't know if his lips or his voice. It's something in there. He could be on that list. With Hector Neris and well, since Takeoff is gone, I got to replace. But I'll put him down on that list. It's something there. Like if I
You
was
and
to
this.
meet him, I would be very. I wouldn't be real appropriate, but I know I would be like, hug me, daddy. Yeah, it's something about it. I do like short guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something about it. But yeah, when he got that his star, I was like, I thought he might have had one already. That was crazy.
I
And then
know.
I was looking, his one of his daughters is dating Eddie Murphy's son.
Yes.
I can't think of her name now.
I can't think of her name either, but
But
I
they were on
know.
this. She was on this reality show. Um, did you watch that with the Bourne thing?
No. And I used to be up on them reality
Oh
shows, but I
shoot!
just have a few of them that I like.
Yeah, it was like last year. Yeah, it
Okay.
was like last year. It was a oh, I can't think of all the people, but even Shaquille O'Neal's one of his sons was on there, and he ended up getting off because he was like he needed his phone. He like flipped out on him. Easy E's daughter was she was on there, Evie, and Martin Lawrence's daughter. She was on there, the one that goes with Eddie Murphy's son. So, but yeah, it was very very shocking to me because I was like, what? He ain't got a star yet. So that was I was very happy that he got his star.
Yes. It's about time. He deserves it. He really does. He really does.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
absolutely.
okay, so I'm married, so I'm not gonna talk about the men crushes or from back in the day, of
Okay.
course. We got one boo right now.
Okay.
But I would
Okay.
be
Yeah.
really
Absolutely. Absolutely.
okay, but I do have some. I don't know if you call it a girl crush or just people that not a girl. Let me not say that because Lord
Uh
have
huh.
mercy, people listen to this and they will take it. Just somebody that you really admire.
Okay.
I have people that I admire. Like I really want to meet
Hmm.
Jennifer Hudson because everyone
I
says
feel
she's
you.
my fan. I love her. I think
Okay.
she's super talented. I would love to meet her. I would love
Hmm.
to,
Her.
just
Okay. I
sing for her.
shout out to my. I would just say to the love of my life. I know he's probably watching right now, but he was listening to Damage, and so I was like, I don't want to hear that. I hear it on the radio all the time, like so. And but I didn't. I actually didn't listen to the words of it until like this past week. And I really like now I'm like got the song on repeat. I'm playing it like constantly. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the love of my life. I did tell him like I don't know who his person is. Like we always say that when we have that one celebrity person we can just gush over. And I told him, I was like, I told him about Hector Neris. I did tell him if that man says yes, I'm out of here. I'm leaving you. It's
Now,
over.
now you already got in trouble once for little Kiki. We're not gonna repeat this
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. A whole engagement of yeah. Total engagement called off. And you know what? The guy that I was engaged to that wrote this little Kiki letter. I need to print it out because I took the picture and got it in my email. Um, I was searching on his page. He still had me blocked on pretty much everything. So even my mom is blocked. But one of my best friends, I went to her page and looked him up. He's married now. He got married like their wedding's supposed to have been February 2nd, 2022, whatever. But they end up
Mhm.
getting married that August because he couldn't wait.
Okay.
So yeah, and the lady is she's something doing something like with like in the church or she's evangelist or something. So he's now a Christian rapper.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, well, that's good.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
is.
crazy though. I think like sometimes when things are stopped, especially with me, when something like skirt, it's not gonna happen, it's over with. Tessa, relationships, business ships, or even work doesn't matter. Like I used to beat myself up, but now I'll be like, soon as something happens, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing, Lord. Like I am fine and I am okay with it because I know it wasn't. So, but yeah, Hector,
Yes.
there he's on the list. I love Hector. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Just let me have a crush. It's okay. It's okay.
okay. All right. So since you mentioned that, I would say, okay, before I got married, it was The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Wait a minute, I didn't hear you. Wait a minute, I didn't hear you at all. Please say it again.
Before I got
Dwayne
married,
Dwayne Wade?
no, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Before
Oh yeah, that's too much for me. Okay. All right.
before I got married.
Okay, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hold it down. Okay. I got you. Oh no.
Yeah, and then he was at the Oprah Vision
Wait a
tour.
minute. Like, why did my? I was like, did my screen go off?
No, I still
Mm-hmm.
see you. I still see you.
I'm back.
But
Okay,
do
good.
you have another interview after this? I don't want to keep you because, girl, you know I can go on and on. It's just been so long.
Yeah,
Was it
I'm
another
fine.
interview? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yes, I do have. I am going live tonight on Instagram at 9 with an artist that was on. She's supposed to be on last week from West Palm Beach, Florida, and she was like, "It's crazy how I was on about 8:45, like going live, just playing music or whatever." And she was like, "Hey, what's up?" And didn't know that she's on the East Coast, but I had been promoting like 9 p.m. Central, like 2 weeks. And so she was like, "Oh, we got the times mixed up," and I was like, "No, I didn't. You did." So she's coming on tonight.
okay, y'all got it worked out. I know those time zones. I'm always like
Yeah.
feel paranoid sometimes. Like, am I coming on the right time? Did I think about this correctly? Because you are an hour behind us. No, wait, we're an hour behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So right now it's 8 o'clock. So yeah, you're an hour
Yeah.
behind us.
Yeah. You're hour above.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So so have you
Yeah.
cooked? I know that we bonded over those fried ribs. Have you had any?
Yeah. I'm. Oh my gosh. Sick of ribs. I had ribs today. My cousin fixed yesterday, and she put them in the oven. Right. They were pretty good, but me, like, they were good. I know she's probably gonna watch this tomorrow or as soon as I get off. But she put the barbecue sauce on after they were cooked, and then kind of like let them marinate. Like me, if you're gonna like put the barbecue sauce in to where it just really cooks and gets off in the pan, and like let it really really dig it off in there. If you're gonna put them in the oven, she did these little riblets, so they were really good though because they were falling off the bones. And when I left her house yesterday, she had greens, yams, cornbread, and the riblet. Fork because I'm eating like a little bit of the cake. And as I'm driving, I pulled up to Miss Simonson Park and parked my car. Like I went opposite around from my house because I had two of my aunts and uncle there. Even though she dropped the plate off to them, I still wanted to eat my plate in peace. So I pulled up to the park and like ate my food and then I went home. But yeah, I'm like rib down. I think I'm good on ribs for at least like I don't want any ribs for like the month of August. Seriously. Yes. No, and my uncle said today that he wanted some Rudy's ribs. So I know probably coming up week I'm gonna have to go get him some ribs. I'll probably give me one, but I really don't want any until August because it's ribs. It's either ribs for me, the ribeye steak with the bone in, and the DJ's boudin, like, and the little hot wings. That's pretty much my thing. But I have been kind of shying away, but no more ribs for a while. I'm ribbed out. If I belch right now, you would smell the barbecue. Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
so
I had two. Yeah, I had two ribs today, and just a couple of bit of the sausages. Yeah, for my lunch.
okay.
Yeah.
So, speaking of ribs, we had a
The only
family
thing
reunion.
I would like, I've been. Uh huh.
We had a family
Okay.
reunion, and we had
Uh huh.
ribs. at the family reunion. And when I tell you those things were so
Okay.
good, like you can eat them with or without sauce.
Oh, really?
Ooh, they were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Was it family reunion your side,
My
your
husband's
mom's side,
side.
your dad's side, your husband's side?
My
Okay.
husband. Yeah. So
All
it was
right.
cool. We always have a good time. Always.
Good.
Hmm.
My stepmom's family reunion was this past weekend. I had on my shirt today earlier, Dad, Mom, um, and I didn't go. Last year I took off for the whole weekend, and this year I was like, I'm just gonna stop by, get some food, leave out. But it was so freaking hot. I was like, I can't do it, to be
They did it
outside like
there.
that. I'm ready for the winter. Yeah, here in Montgomery, it's like extremely hot. So, but yeah, I was
I
like,
know it is.
nah, I'm ready for like, can we have a family reunion like in the winter time? Let's have some family reunions like in November, even December. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with having a family reunion in January?
Well, because
Please,
the
I'm ready
kids
to
are
make
out of
that change.
school in the summertime, you know. So it's probably
Oh,
easier.
yeah, you're right. Dang it. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, let's do it in the wintertime. Like, let's switch it up. Because of all this record heat, like all over the United States. Like, let's just push everything towards the cooler months for a change.
Oh, so you said switch it to the
You
winter
know?
break, the school winter break.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. Let our summers be the winters, and let the winters be, like let's be out of school. Let the kids be out of school wintertime till
Yeah.
January, February.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely,
Well,
I
I
like that.
am not going to keep you much longer, Tessa. Thank you so much. I enjoyed our catch
Look at
up
my phone.
moment. And if I
Yes,
am
thank you,
in the
Jamila.
area or if you are in over this way, we got to hang out. I tried to get Nikki to come up here, come down here anyway, but hopefully one day we'll make it happen.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I do want to say this. You're in real estate now,
Yes, I'm an agent.
right? Yes,
Yes,
congratulations. That's crazy. Like, I feel like, oh, wow. So, do you like it? How is it?
I love it. I love it. It's definitely a challenge. People think it's easy a lot of times, but it is. It's
Mhm.
hard work. It's work, and but it's so rewarding when you get to that point where you're closing and all the kinks are worked out. Because there can be
Mhm.
some crazy stuff that goes on, while you're waiting and doing the appraisal and title searches and all
Okay.
kind of stuff, and stuff comes up, and so when you get to the finish
Okay.
line, it's like you feel like Rocky, like
Yes.
and I feel like I want to run up some stairs, like,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
did it.
Absolutely.
We did
Yes.
it. I act like it's my house.
Okay. Right. Yes. I was like, I'm glad I know somebody in real estate.
Yes.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Look, I need to take the test out there
Yeah.
in Texas, so I have
Thank
an
you for
excuse to
having me.
come.
Yes, absolutely. I do want, okay, one more question.
Okay.
So let's just say, I see this house and it's $400,000. Can I just give you the money and do you have to still have to do the background check and go through all of that type of stuff and banking and all of that?
No, it won't work like that because you will want your name on the deed to show that it's your property. You see what I'm saying? They have to
Hmm.
register your home with the courts
Okay.
under your name so that you have legal rights to the
Okay.
property. So you don't want me to go in there
Okay.
with
Right.
your money and be like, just buy the house. You got to
Okay.
fill out the
I got
paperwork. You
you.
got to,
Yes.
yeah, you got to, the lender. Oh, so if you
Yeah.
want to pay,
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying
my
if you want
thing. I'm like, I don't. Yeah, I'm like not a paperwork person. Like, let me show you my ID, social security card, birth certificate. Here's that. Here's the money, or here's the bank information, and let me just sign my name and give me the keys.
we wish it was that simple,
It ain't
but
like
I
that.
will say
That's
that
that's how I
it's
am.
But I will say that, you have to do, they are electronic forms, so they're already pre-filled out. That's the good thing about it. You can get and just do your electronic signature,
Okay.
but with your lender, I'm sure they got electronic forms, or
Hmm.
you're doing cash. But yeah, so everything's pretty much done electronically now, so there's not so much sitting there reading through every page. At closing, the lawyer or title company is going to go over the paperwork with you, kind of explain the major
Yeah.
points of the purchase and the legal things that you need to know and stuff like that. And then so it's not that
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
It's not that
Great.
bad, but you want to you want
Thanks
you
for
want to
having
own your
me.
property. You're welcome. Thank you so much for
Yes.
coming.
Okay.
We
Right.
appreciate you. We're gonna make this an
You're
annual
welcome.
thing or semi-annual.
Ab- okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I'll be planning for you to come to Spotlight Radio Show soon as well. So, because I got some real estate questions to ask for sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take care,
Okay. Yes.
Tessa, and
Thank
we'll
you.
talk soon.
Okay.
I'll
I will
call
miss
you.
you. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. God bless you. Much success to you. To your family.
Thank you.
Hello.
You too. I will. Thank you.
Yes.
Yours too.
Absolutely.
Tell your family I said
Bye,
hi
guys.
too. Bye.
I will. Yes, I will. Thank you. Bye, guys. All right.